What's going on, everybody? I'm so glad you pulled up to the channel. We're doing something a little bit different today. We're going to do a reaction and a breakdown to some old school hip hop. This is a series I'm hoping to be dropping every Thursday where we take a look back at some of my favorite rap songs from back in the day. And today we're going all the way back to 1993. We're checking out a very deep, introspective, and powerful song in the gangster rap subgenre, which is a genre that even to this day, some people like to argue has no value. Well, I couldn't disagree more, and I think this song right here will illustrate some of the value that the gangster rap genre has brought to the world. Where did gangster rap come from? Well, it started basically back in roughly 1984, 1985, depending on which song you want to go with. But a guy named Schoolie D, who is a rapper from Philly, has a song called PSK, What Does It Mean? Came out in 85, which is largely believed to be the first gangster rap song, although he did have another song called Gangsta Boogie, people say in 1984. That's up for debate. 1986, or is it 85? 85 or 86, Ice-T out in California drops a song called 6 in the Morning, which is about as gangster as it gets, okay? But the genre doesn't really take off on a nationwide level until 1989 when we had NWA drop the one everybody's heard of now, Straight Outta Compton, okay? But at the same time, something was going on down in Texas, in Houston. There was a man by the name of Brad Jordan who lived in South Texas, South Houston, I mean, and he was a high school dropout. He was a drug dealer. He spent some time in a psych ward as a young man for trying to. So he had some issues, and he wanted to be a musician and a rapper. And in 1989, he had dropped a 12-inch single that was good enough to get him signed by a upstart local record label called Rap-A-Lot Records. Rap-A-Lot was created to showcase Southern hip-hop and Texas hip-hop specifically. Southern hip-hop really, in my opinion, is like the precursor to today's country rap, okay? Now, Brad was signed, his original name that he rapped under was DJ Action, spelled a little funky, but he had changed his name to Scarface based on the 1983 movie that we all know and love. And he was signed to be the third member of a pre-existing rap group called Ghetto Boys. However, the Ghetto Boys that he was signed to be a part of, which of course were on the Rap-A-Lot label, were different than the original iterations. They had complete new members and a new spelling. It went from G-H-E-T-T-O, Boys, to G-E-T-O, and now the band was made up of a rapper named Willie D, Bushwick Bill, and now the incoming Scarface. And in 1989, they released an album called Grip It on Another Level, which came out at the same time as the previously mentioned NWA Straight Outta Compton, and it was even more shocking in its lyrics. It was not able to get any radio airplay whatsoever, certainly no MTV airplay, but was still a very large success. And starting in 1991, Scarface, Brad, began releasing solo albums, and he released his second one in 1993, which is called The World Is Yours. And that's where we're going to today, specifically to a song called The Wall. This song is 32 years old. It is a rap song that I still listen to today. In fact, within the last 6 weeks, I sent this song to one of my last remaining friends from back in the day who's facing just a lot of trouble and hard times in his life. And I was like, man, give this one a listen, because this is the kind of song, if you're of a street nature or you're from that era where street vibes or street culture, for lack of a better term, was part of your upbringing, then that type of song, these type of lyrics can really speak to you. And that's what we're going to examine here today. Now, if you've never heard this song before, it's raw, it's violent, the lyrics are kind of shocking, but there is a point. It's not shock value for shock value's sake alone. There's a story, there's a moral, and there's a line of hope through this song out at the end. It's very powerful. I think that It speaks to problems that still plague men today. And I don't think many people realize that there were artists 32 years ago putting out gangster rap dealing with these types of mental issues. So now that I've kind of laid a little bit of history and background for you, we're going to go ahead and pop this thing up, all right? And you can see the cover there. There's no video to go with this, okay? It's audio only. That is the album cover there from The World Is Yours in 1993. This is Face to Face around the world. And I like that. You'll kind of see what that face-to-face means, I think. That'll come to have an understanding of what Scarface means by that term here at the end of this song. And what we're going to do, I'm going to let this play for maybe 10 or 15 seconds so you kind of get a feel for what it is. And we're going to go back and we're going to start examining some of these lyrics and what they're saying and why I feel they're so powerful, why I feel that this song stands the test of time and is a shining example of the good things that this genre can bring to the world. Although I think when you hear this, its value will be self-evident. All right, let's go ahead, everybody. And I want to say real quick, thank you so much for tuning in today. I know this is something a little bit different. It might not get the views that some of the other videos get, but those of you that are here, I think you'll enjoy it. Please hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you want to hear this song all the way through without my commentary, word, no problem. Click the link down there. It's going to bounce you over to a page to hear that has this song. You should probably like, subscribe, and comment over there. Hit the back button. Come over here. Hang out with us. Let's get a conversation going in the comments about this song right here, about the topic, about how it makes you feel, and your thoughts in general about what we're doing here. All right? Let's go ahead, everybody. This is Scarface. This is The Wall. Let's go.
So, Brad, tell us, what's going on in your world?
It's fucked up, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm seeing something scary, it's blurry, make it clearer. I got a funny feeling that today will be the day that someone tries to blow my motherfucking ass away. Hey, I did some wrong in my time of dying, but I never felt the nerve to make the motherfucking final cut. I've been depressed for no fucking reason, but every problem has a...
Okay, so you kind of get a feel here. It's heavy, it's the bass, the beat is kind of punching you in there, and he's got some things to say here, some powerful lyrics right from the start. So now that you kind of got a feel for the sound and what's going on, let's break down a little bit of what he's saying right here, starting with the very opening of the song.
So, Brad, tell us, what's going on in your world?
Okay, so right here with that, he's telling us he's using his real name, Brad, instead of Scarface. And we've got what sounds like a therapist, a group session, some type of therapy session is what this sounds like to me. And he's telling us right from the beginning, it's fucked up. Brad, what's going on in your world? It's fucked up.
Your world.
It's fucked up, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm seeing something scary, it's blurry, make it clearer.
Fucked up. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm seeing something blurry. It's scary. Make it clearer. His mental state is so twisted at the moment that he can't even recognize himself when he's trying to look at himself.
I got a funny feeling that today will be the day that someone tries to blow my motherfucking ass away.
I got a funny feeling that today will be the day that someone tries to blow my motherfucking ass away. Hey. Okay, a nice little hey there, just to add to the rhyme. But he's looking at himself in the mirror. He's paranoid. He feels like he's going to die. Things are very heavy in Brad's world right here from the beginning.
Hey, I did some wrong in my time of dying, but I never felt the nerve to make the motherfucking final cut.
He's saying he's been doing some wrong in his time. He didn't think he was going to make it to the end anyways.
I've been depressed for no fucking reason, but every problem has a reason. I'm kind of having trouble breathing.
Says, I've been depressed for no fucking reason, but yet every problem has a reason. I'm having trouble breathing. All right, Brad is trying to figure out what's going on in his head. He's like, I can't figure out why I'm feeling this way, but I know there is a reason for it because nobody just feels this way out of the blue. Okay, let's go back 10 seconds and then we're going to start over.
I'm dying, but I never felt the nerve to make the motherfucking final cut. I've been depressed for no fucking reason, but every problem has a reason. I'm kind of having trouble breathing. Somebody help me, hear my plea, my battle cry.
Somebody help me, hear my plea, my battle cry. I'm feeling depressed for no fucking reason, but every problem has a reason. I'm kind of having trouble breathing. Hear me crying. Somebody listen to me. Nobody's listening to Brad, though. We'll bounce it back 10 seconds and we'll let it play through.
Like it told me, it's gonna be hard.
Oops, sorry. I didn't. Here we go.
Depressed for no fucking reason, but every problem has a reason. I'm kinda having trouble breathing. Somebody help me. Hear my beat, my battle cry. My psychic told me it's gonna be hard for Brad to die. She told a lie. I think I ought to shoot the bitch.
My psychic told me it's going to be kind of hard for Brad to die. She told a lie. I think I ought to sue the bitch. I like how he's once again referring to himself with his real name. You see it says Mr. Scarface on the screen. That's how it was when he first came out, but he just shortened it to Scarface later. So he's continuing to let us know that this is a personal song, not a story, not a fictional tale, okay?
Having trouble breathing. Somebody help me. Hear my beat, my battle cry. My psychic told me it's gonna be hard for Brad to die. She told a lie. I think I ought to shoot the bitch. I got my pistol, thinking if I should shoot the shit. Click, bang, I jammed it, I slammed it. Oh shit, god damn it.
So he got his gun. He was so upset. He goes to shoot it. It's jammed up, screwed up. Fuck, god damn it. All right, we get the vibe right here.
I'm having a fucked up day to begin with. I lost a bitch, a bird, and then this.
He says, I'm having a fucked up day to begin with. I lost a bitch, a bird, and then this. Okay, a bitch is self-explanatory. A bird in street slang is a key of cocaine, a kilo of cocaine. So he's had trouble. He's had female problems. He's had business problems. Now he's got all these. He's dealing with all these mental problems. His psychic is telling him crazy shit, and he's just losing his mind. Is what's happening here. So his personal life is screwed up. His business life is screwed up. He's seeking answers. He's looking in the mirror. He's going to a psychic. It's not helping.
My homies seem to think I get too hot. I'm doing fine. Now pass me the formaldehyde. The only thing that seems to help me cope is when I'm drunker than a motherfucker, puffing on some potent smoke.
His friends are worried about him. They think he's getting too high. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'll pass the fucking formaldehyde. Now that's crazy. Like that's he's letting us know he's not just doing the chronic smoke that he's talking about in the next line, but he's also like desperate. Okay. So the world, he can only cope when he's puffing on that chronic smoke. That's a feeling, isn't it? We'll run it back just a few seconds.
They help me cope is when I'm drunker than a motherfucker, puffing on some potent smoke. And then I'm able to deal with the woes, the friends, the folks, the bitches, the hoes.
So when he's fucked up, then he feels like he can deal with it. The woes, the friends, the bitches, the hoes.
I got a gang of niggas and none of them I'll fuck. I got a gang of bitches and none of them I trust. Trust a bitch, nope, never. I'm having enough trouble trying to keep my damn self together.
He's got a gang of friends he trusts, never fucked them over. Bunch of women in his life, he's not trusting right now.
They got me by the balls, so please help me break these motherfucking walls.
See, that's powerful what he did right there. So we're coming into the chorus and the end of the first verse. And after outlining everything that's going on in his head, in his business life, in his personal life, with his friends and the women in his life, he says, they got me by the balls. Someone please help me. And then he says, break these, and then the music stops. We get a complete silence for a minute, then the music kicks in, and then in a moment later, he picks back up with these motherfucking walls. Now, why does he pause right there? He pauses right there because he wants to make sure we're paying attention to what he's talking about. This next part that's coming up is very important. So he pauses, everything goes silent for a moment to make sure we're geared in on what he's saying right there, which is the point of the entire song. The walls that are surrounding him right now, okay? The mental walls that he's built up in his mind. We're going to run it back 10 seconds here and let it play through.
Help me break these motherfucking walls.
talk about that for a second. This beat is raw. I love the bass, and then that, I don't know what it is, the hi-hat, whatever it is, that just it's a very loud like clack that goes in that just makes it sound very, very raw. To me, this does not sound dated. It does not sound like it's 32 years old. Like in other genres, I think if you go back 32 years, the music can sound kind of dated. The lyrics might sound a little out of place. This to me still sounds relevant. It still sounds hip hop. It still sounds of better quality than a lot of modern rap that we're getting right now. And it's certainly a lot deeper than a lot of modern studio rap is coming out right now.
I scream, there's no one there to see me cry. I guess it's hard to scream to motherfuckers when you scream inside.
That is one of the most powerful lines he's written so far. I scream. There's no one there to hear me cry. I guess it's hard to scream to motherfuckers when you scream inside. What kind of line is that? What kind of bar is that? What kind of poetry is that? What kind of powerful statement is that? Is that not a statement that anybody that's facing any type of depression in your life, any type of anxiety, any type of overwhelming feelings, any types of loss can relate to? I can relate to it right now. That's a powerful lyric for me right this exact second with the shit I'm facing in my own personal life. Like this song after 32 years can still speak to me. I want to run it back just a little bit because I love that line. I absolutely love that line. I think it's one of the most powerful lines in rap music, really. Let's go.
I scream, there's no one there to see me cry. I guess it's hard to scream to motherfuckers when you scream inside. I'm staring at my future, it's in plain view. I blame myself, but mommy dear, I blame you.
I'm staring at my future, it's in plain view. I blame myself. Now he's gonna go deep. But mommy dear, I blame you. What's he talking about here?
Cause now I'm finally looking at the picture. My daddy should've quit ya right before we hit ya. I swung it to the left instead and left a big ass stain in the fucking bed.
Whew. I mean, that's just a lot of self-loathing in that line right there. He says, "Now I finally see the picture. My daddy should have left you right before he hit you. Not hit you, but before you had sex. He should just, or swung it to the left instead. Just pulled out and shot it on the bed, right? Like that's a despair. That when you're writing that about yourself, that is despair on the inside, right? I mean, you see what I mean when I say this is powerful, this is deep, this is introspective? Yes, it's raw. Yes, it's gritty. Yes, it has a gangster overtone to it. But I think the emotion is impossible to deny here. I'm gonna run it back just a second or two.
The left instead and left a big ass stain in the fucking bed because the world was fucked from the first, and having me only made the matters worse. Now look at what they did.
He's saying the situation that his mom and dad were in, it was screwed up from the beginning, and him coming into the picture only made that situation worse.
That's some fucked up shit for a kid to see. Motherfucking villain after villain, killing after killing, trying to check the millions.
Look what you did to me. That was some fucked up shit for a kid to see. Villain after villain, killing after killing, trying to scratch a million. So he's coming into his parents who are in the game. They're in the gangster shit, just like he was in, all right? And so he's seeing villains and killings, all in the sake of money, all the way from the childhood.
Damn, I'm going straight to fucking Saint. A fucking shame, about to blow my fucking brains.
Damn, I'm going straight to fucking sane. Shame. I'm about to say things I can't say on YouTube. But you heard it. Now I'm going to run this back just a little bit because right after he says that, we get a pause in the beat, and a pause in the lyrics, and then we've got voices in the background coming through, okay? So let's focus on that for just a second here.
A fucking shame, about to blow my fucking brains. Shit.
So we can hear people in the background. No, Face, don't do that. Don't do that. All right.
Damn, I'm dead. I'm finally through with hearing these fucking voices in my head.
But he did it. Shit. Damn, I'm dead. I'm finally through hearing these fucking voices in my head. I'll run it back just a little bit.
Shit. Damn, I'm dead. I'm finally through with hearing these fucking voices in my head. Somebody finally got me. I'm looking at myself outside my fucking body.
But see, he doesn't know what happened. He says, shit, I'm dead. Somebody got me. I'm standing outside myself looking at my body. So he's dead now, but he doesn't know what's happening. He thinks somebody took him out because he's in the game, right? And he figures rival crew shot him or something like that happened, all right? And he's standing there looking at his body trying to figure it out.
So now I'm standing face to face, Mr. Scarface versus Mr. Scarface.
So now I'm standing face to face, Mr. Scarface versus Mr. Scarface. Hence, you can see on the album cover the face to face as it goes around the world, okay? So what is he saying here? He's saying he's dead, he's outside his body, he's looking at it, and now he has no other choice but to wrestle with his demon, okay? The shadow side of himself. That shit that was in the mirror that was blurry, that was scary, that he couldn't make any clearer. Now there's nothing left but him and that. I'll run it back just a little bit.
Body. So now I'm standing face to face, Mr. Scarface versus Mr. Scarface. We've been two different people from the start. One nigga's too smart, the other's too fucking hard.
Saying he got two different warring sides inside of himself. One's too smart, one's too hard, too gangster. One knows he shouldn't be this way. The other one is this way anyways. You feel me? And anybody that's been in that type of life, like I used to be in that type of life, all right, you understand what he's saying there. Like there's overarching themes that I think everybody that's faced depression can understand in the song. And then there's specific things that the people that are in the same shoes as Scarface was at that time, then or now, can relate to and feel to in ways that they feel they're being spoken to specifically by somebody who gets them. And we're going to talk about that later when we're done with this song as we're approaching the end of it here. We're going to run it back just a little bit here, and let's continue with this story.
Body. So now I'm standing face to face, Mr. Scarface versus Mr. Scarface. We've been two different people from the start. One nigga's too smart, the other's too fucking hard, and both refuse to be outsmarted. Deadly departed, the battle's already started. Fuck it, it's on. I swore, I duck, I weave, connect, I'm struck. Caught me with the piercing lip.
So now he's battling with himself, okay? And he's describing it as a physical battle. But then one side of him wins this battle. And then he comes to a realization because the one side of him has been defeated. So now he can see clear, which is what we're coming into here.
Connect, I'm struck. Caught me with the piercing lip and realized to myself I shot my own fucking self.
So now he realizes what happened. He's struck with the clarity. He battles against his demon self there in the afterlife, and then he's realizing, oh shit, I did this to myself.
With the piercing lip and realized to myself I shot my own fucking self. Damn, suicide is quicker. I tried to break the wall keeps getting me.
Damn, that end was quicker. I can't say that word on here. Now he's talking about the wall.
Suicide is quicker. I tried to break the wall keeps getting me.
I tried to break the wall keeps getting bigger.
I'm really starting to miss my mother. I'm trying to climb the wall. It's higher than a motherfucker.
I'm really starting to miss my mother. I'm trying to climb the wall, but it's higher than a motherfucker. And listen right here. Listen to this part right here.
And hollow's what the sound is. I'm having major problems trying to walk around it.
and hollow is what the sound is. Damn, I really miss my mother. I'm trying to climb the wall. It's higher than a motherfucker, and hollow is what the sound is. Now I'm trying to walk around it. Let's run it back a little.
On the wall, it's higher than a motherfucker, and hollow's what the sound is. I'm having major problems trying to walk around it, and ain't no getting up, I'm trapped. I really should have dropped my motherfucking strap.
No, ain't no getting out. He's trapped. He really should have dropped his strap instead of doing that. A strap is slang for a gat, okay? Slang for slang.
I really should have dropped my motherfucking strap. Cause when I think about it now, I didn't have to climb the motherfucker. I should have broke the motherfucker down.
Now listen to that ending right here. That's what brings this shit together, which is why he pauses the music right here again to make certain that we understand that what he's about to say is of importance. That even if we're jamming to the music and kind of not paying attention, we gotta wait, hold on. What does he say right here? He realizes, hearkening back to that hollow sound. Hollow is what the sound is. Shit, I never had to climb this motherfucking wall. I could have broke the motherfucker down. Now, what does that mean? If I would have looked at my problems from a different perspective, I could have defeated them. But I was blinded to that perspective, and my problems got the best of me and wind up costing me the ultimate price. When all I needed to do to begin with was just break the motherfucker down. You don't climb it, you don't go around it, you break the motherfucker down. Hold on, I'm gonna run it back another 20 seconds.
The hollow's what the sound is. I'm having major problems trying to walk around it, and ain't no getting up, I'm trapped. I really should have dropped my motherfucking strap. Cause when I think about it now, I didn't have to climb the motherfucker. I should have broke the motherfucker down. I think that is one of the most powerful rap songs ever written. I think the reasons why are self-evident after you've heard it. And the fact that this was released in 1993 and it was aimed at a market that was not getting messages like this. This clearly is not a song made for Joe Citizen working his or her 9 to 5. All right. This is targeted to people like I was when this song came out, okay? And people who are far more into the game than me. But street kids, namely black ones, frankly, drug dealers, gang members, people that are ignored by societies, their mental state, their mental problems, their struggles are basically ignored then, just like they are right now. And who is speaking to them and telling them that, like, I get it, I speak your language, I know what you're going through, here's a terrible thing that could happen, or here is an illustrative way to show you that you can look at your problems from a different angle and defeat them without paying the ultimate price. I mean, that is one of the most powerful fucking rap songs I've ever heard, ever will hear. It's a shame to me that so many people do not know of it, but I hope that my little video can help, expand its reach out just a teeny tiny bit more and get a little bit more of appreciation for a song like that to me was needed when it came out. It was powerful when it came out, and it's
32 years later, it's just as powerful and just as needed. And I think its message is just as important. And maybe for you, that's not the type of music that you normally listen to. And maybe that might be the only time you listen to a song like that. But I still think that you can agree with me on where its value comes in. And gangster rap was able to bring those types of messages to an audience that's not going to listen to someone talk to them about mental health. You feel me? You fucking heard? Now say word, everybody. What did you think of that? Let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, anything else. I really thank you guys for joining me for this. Join me next Thursday. We're going to drop another old school rap song, maybe not so heavy like this one was, maybe not so dealing with mental health, but something else from back in the day that I think was powerful, good, and my reasons why. So thanks, everybody. I'd encourage you to check out any more music from Scarface. He evolved quite a bit over the years. He's got a lot of different rap styles, a lot of different rap flows. He's been named one of the top 10 lyricists of all times, top 50 rappers of all times by The Source and About.com. He's in my personal top 10 list of the greatest of all time, and in my personal who I like to listen to, my top 5. He's a tremendous artist. I often say that Simple Man, one of the newer rising country rap artists, sounds a bit like him, and this is not an example of that at all. Scarface changed a lot of his rap styles over the years as he got older and began to rap in a much more like conversational tone, for lack of a better description. And maybe we'll visit some of those in the future. But that's it, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that subscription button on the way out. We just cracked 16,300. If you want to support the channel, there are links in the description to tip. There's a super thanks button. There's a shirt we got right here. Main thing you can do, hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you on the next video, everybody. Peace.